Talk about copywriting, so I can't be playing too much music. But we vibed out for a little bit. Today we gonna get Facebook on the play today. Red Gov, good afternoon. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. When you come in, make sure you are tapping that screen. Yesterday, y'all, we left out of this thing with 100,000 taps. Let's see if we can come out this thing with 150,000 taps. Y'all tap, 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 tap this screen. Y'all tap this screen. Y'all come through in a clutch. Welcome in the symmetric market. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. It's up here. Welcome in, y'all. I'm trying to do a million things. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We live on TikTok. We live on Facebook. We live on YouTube. Come through in a clutch. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Compassionate cleaning. Welcome in. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Y'all already know how we get down. We just gonna get started. We just took off. We on the FYP. If you just came in my live and you on TikTok, make sure you are grabbing up your daily heart me. I need 6 people that have not grabbed their daily heart me to grab their daily heart me. Y'all come through in the clutch. I need 6 people that have not grabbed their daily heart me. If you have welcome me in Tennessee in the building, if you are on my live and you have not held my nose down and shared my live out to at least 10 people, please do so now. Let's wake up the city. Let's wake up the city. You understand me? Let's wake up the city when I'm live, baby. Let's wake up the city, honey. Let's wake up the city. So please don't be a gatekeeper. If you are on my live on YouTube, when you come in on YouTube, make sure you are thumbing up. Make sure you are thumbing up. Don't just be watching me. Be a supporter of me if you don't mind. If you on my TikTok, when you come in, let me know that you are there by hearting up and then grabbing up stars on Facebook. You get to grab up stars and let me know you should support me. Let me know that you are there. Welcome in, welcome in. I need 6 people to grab up their daily heart me. Come on, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. I need 6 people to, and I need y'all to share my live out. Thank y'all that the ones that share my live out. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Listen, yesterday we had a great live. Yesterday we talking about you don't even have respect for that man. Now today we finna talking about you don't even got no respect. He don't got no respect for that woman. He don't got no respect for that woman. Yesterday, we talked about you don't even respect him. Now today we're gonna talk about how he don't respect you. We're gonna talk about how he don't respect you. Yesterday we talked about you don't have no respect for that man, and it showed the way you talk to your man. But today we're gonna talk about how a man don't got no respect for no woman. He don't have no respect for you. Somebody in the chat put he doesn't have respect for you, and put in quotation mark woman. So we can know we talking about that man don't got no respect for you as his woman. Hey, Steph, welcome in. Thank you for watching on Facebook. Steph, if you don't mind throwing up some hearts and grabbing up the stars on Facebook to let us know that you there. My girl Steph on Facebook. She was watching me on TikTok, but she on my Facebook. He does not respect you as a woman. Welcome in, welcome in. Y'all make sure you are grabbing up your daily heart me. If you just coming in, I need 6 different people to grab up their daily heart me. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. You already know how we get down. When you come on my live, first thing that I ask you is to grab something to write in. Grab something to write in. The next thing I ask you to do is grab something to write with. I ask you to grab something to write with. And when you do that to me, we make it real. Hey, Nancy, Dennis, welcome in, welcome in. That means you make it real. Thank you for sharing it out, Frederick. Thank you for sharing it out. Welcome in, TT Mom. If you just joining me, if you don't mind grabbing up your daily heart me. If you don't mind grabbing up your daily heart me, I need 6 people to grab up their daily heart me. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you have not grabbed up, welcome in, Kiana Renee. Welcome in. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. If you just joining me and you don't mind grabbing up your daily heart me, I need 6 different people to grab up their daily heart me if you don't mind, so we can knock out that goal. But let me give out my disclaimer so we can get started. Thank you, MHG. Thank you. Now I need 5 people. When you come in my live, I want you to understand something. When you come in my live, I need you to understand something. This is my live. And if you are an atheist, you not saved, or you don't believe in God, and you really don't feel like hearing about God because you prayed about something, it ain't come to pass. I want you to understand something. I'm saved in real life. I am saved in real life. I'm not just saved for the internet. I'm saved in real life. And I don't like religious people. I like people that got a relationship with God. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, baptized, believing, hand clapping, foot stomping. Hallelujah, praising, saved in real life. I'm not just saying for social media. So if you do not want to talk about Jesus, you don't want to hear nothing about Jehovah, you don't want to hear nothing about Yahweh, this might not be the live for you, because I might get to talking in tongues. I might get to praying on this live. We might get to Bible, and I might go to scripture on this live. Now, if that offends you or bother you, this might not be the live for you, because I'm going to do what I want to do on my live because it's my live. You understand me? When you come on my live, I ask that you be mindful and not rude, not disrespectful. Do not be the type of person that nobody can't tell you nothing. Because, baby, I might walk you like a dog, not because I want to harm you, because I love you and I'm going to tell you the truth. And some people don't want to hear the truth. And don't get on my live if you're one of those people that you don't want to hear nothing from nobody unless they got a doctorate degree or they're a psychologist or something, and feel like somebody like me can't tell you nothing. Because I'm a big believer that life, I don't care what kind of degree you got, I don't care what kind of book you read. I feel like life is your biggest teacher, and life will teach you something that a book can't never teach you. Now, if you don't respect that somebody like me can talk to you, baby, this ain't the life for you. I don't like talking to simple-minded people. I am an educator. I teach high school, ninth grade all day long, and a lot of my students find my lives, but that don't mean I want to talk to them. I don't want to talk to them off when I'm off, but my pages are not private. So if one of my students, thank you, I need 4 more people to grab their daily heart me. If my students find me, it's because my page is not private. That don't mean I want to talk to them outside of work. I like talking to adults. I don't like talking to the people that's simple-minded, that can't nobody tell them nothing, that they know everything and don't need to hear from nobody. Welcome in, chosen one. Listen, I like talking to grown people. I don't like talking to shelter people. I don't like talking to people that they feel like nobody can't tell them nothing. And then when you get on my live, you will not be rude. You will not be disrespectful. You will not attack me. You will not attack nobody on my live. And the moment that I think that you are being rude and disrespectful or distasteful, hey, Miss Shirley, welcome in. If the moment I think that you're being rude or disrespectful, baby, you're gonna be blessed and blocked in Miss Janet's voice. If you just came in, I need 4 more people to grab up their daily heart me. If you just coming in and you don't mind, I need 4 more people to grab up their daily heart me. When you come in, I do ask that you support the live. I ask that you support the live because that let the algorithm know that I'm a real person, and they'll start sending more people to my lives. And don't be a gatekeeper. Somebody might need to hear something that you hear and you holding back from yourself. I'm gonna need for you to focus on what we talking about, and don't just sit there and be like, no, I ain't got nothing to say. No. I ask that you support the live, and if supporting my live offends you because you assume I make all this money, and if me being a black woman, a woman of color, me, my wide nose, I got this thing on my head, I got plaits in my head, I use my fingers, I get passionate about what I'm talking about. If it offends you that I am so passionate, baby, this ain't the live for you. Cause somebody gonna get their feelings hurt because they don't like what they see. I'm gonna need you to know that I'm a woman of color. I'm gonna be a woman of color until they put me in the ground. I'm not gonna water down the way I deliver my message because it offends somebody. I'm not gonna change up the way I talk because somebody feel offended to make it fit their narrative. I'm gonna talk about what I need to talk about. And one thing about it, and 2 things for sure, I never talk about something that I don't know. I ain't gonna put my mouth on it. If I don't know nothing about it, I ain't got no business talking about it. I like talking about things I know. I've been through a lot in my life, and I feel like sharing my testimony because the Bible say we overcome by our testimonies. And if I can help one person, I'm gonna do that. Some people don't like listening to other people. Hey, Leticia, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. If y'all don't mind, if you just got on, I need four more people to grab up their daily heart me. I need four more people to grab up their daily heart me. I need four more people to grab up their daily heart me. Welcome in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. If you do not mind, I need four more people to grab up their daily heart me. If you just coming in statistics, I see you. If y'all don't mind grabbing up y'all daily heart me. Hey Mary, Miss Shirley, I just saw y'all come in. Welcome in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, YouTube, y'all understand the assignment today. YouTube understand the assignment. Everybody that's watching me don't thumbed up. That's how we do it. Now I gotta get TikTok on board. Hey T, welcome in. Good afternoon. When you come in on Facebook, let me know that you are there, hitting the heart and grabbing up some stars. That is the way you support my live. When you on YouTube, make sure you are thumbing up. Y'all on TikTok, y'all already understand the assignment. Welcome in, Bunny. Welcome in. Good afternoon. I need four more people to grab up that. Hope I ain't missed nothing. Said that, said that, said that. Listen. I don't like judgment of people. I'm saved in real life. I don't like judgment of people. I understand that I talk to a plethora of people. I talk to different people from different walks of life. So I ain't come to put you in no heaven or hell. So I ask that you be mindful. I might say something that you might not like. I might rub you the wrong way. I understand I'm not for everybody. But if you are watching me and you don't mind, thank you, Miss Shirley, and you don't mind supporting me, I ask that you tap the screen, share it out, gather up stars. I ask you that you heart up. I ask that you thumb up. I ask that you support the lives the best way you can. That way the algorithm knows that I'm a real person. Make sure when you come in, you are supporting the live. Let's get ready to pray. Hold on. Let's get ready to pray. I hope I said everything. Thank you, Miss Shirley. Come on, y'all. I need a few more people to grab up their daily heart me. I need three more people to grab up their daily heart me. Welcome in, Kayla. Welcome in. Good afternoon. Let's get ready to pray. Repenting of all my sins, Lord Jesus, I come to you humble. Thank you in advance for choosing me to be the person you chose to speak to your people. Lord, I ask that you cover me from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. I plead the blood of Jesus over my house, over my husband, over my son. I cancel any following spirits, any jumping spirits, any monitoring spirits, anything not sent by you. Lord, I ask that you create in me a clean heart so I don't bleed on your people. Lord, I'm asking that you send quality over quantity. Send those people that are willing to hear a word from me, from you through me. Lord, creating the people that's going to come to my life a clean heart so they're open to receive this word. Lord, allow this word to do what exactly it's supposed to do and not to return unto you void. Lord, don't let this message fall on deaf ears. Close the mouths of the enemy, close the ears of the prince of the air. I put the blood of Jesus over the airways, over me. I cancel any toxic spirits, any going back and forth spirits, any chaotic spirits, anything not sent by you, Lord. If anybody that is not for me must be on this live, I ask that you calm their spirit, close the mouths of the enemy. Throw your weight around. In your son Jesus' name, amen. Let's get ready to talk. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Listen, when you come in my live, welcome in, Brittany. Welcome in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. If you have not grabbed up your daily heart me, I need three more people to grab up their daily heart me. I need three more people to grab up their daily heart me. Okay, in the chat, could y'all put this in the chat? He doesn't respect you. Quotation, women. Yesterday we talked about how you don't, as a woman, respect that man, and it shows. Today we gonna flip the script and talk about how that man does not respect you as a woman. We gonna talk about it. Welcome in, AK. I need three more people to grab up their daily heart me. I need three more people to grab up their daily heart me. And today we're going to talk about it. And I know sometimes these topics be touchy feelings. Some people get in their feelings. They don't want to talk about it. But y'all know I ain't going to shy away from no conversation. We're going to talk about it. Thank you, Queen T. Thank you. My girl came through in the building. Welcome in, welcome in. I think I need one more person to grab up their daily heart me. I do. I need one more person to grab up their daily heart me. Thank you. AKA came in the building with all popular votes. Thank you for the popular votes. That pushes me out to the FYP. Welcome in. Let's talk about it. Now, when we as women, a lot of women, and this is not by no means me saying every woman in the world. This ain't me saying one size fit all. What I'm talking about, there are sometimes a man don't respect you as a woman, and I know that all too well. I know it all too well. And it shows when a man has respect for you, and it shows when a man don't have respect for you. And like I said yesterday, I think I got the quota. Did we do it? Did we do it? Did we? Come on, y'all. Let me see. Let me see. The goal in it right when my girl came in. So that's okay. Listen, when we as women, we sometimes don't get, they always say we don't give a man nothing to respect. And we got to look at it. They don't give us something to respect. But today we're going to talk about how we don't give a man certain things to respect. Hold on, y'all. Babe, I'm live. But I was just wondering, you wanted me to cook that hamburger for tomorrow? No. Okay. I have to have hamburger for Thursday. Okay. Okay. No, I don't. I don't need you to cook it. Okay. I'll be for next week. Okay, bye. 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 Y'all, that was my husband. I needed to know if he wanted me to cook his hamburger, y'all. Cook his dinner for tomorrow. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So yesterday we talked about how that we, as a women don't have respect for a man, and I'm talking about living men, your baby daddy, your husband don't have respect for him, and it shows by the way you talk to him, by the way you don't trust him, by how you won't allow him to lead you. But today we're gonna flip the script and talk about how that man don't have respect for you. And you know how they always say, oh, you don't give him nothing to respect. A man love to say, oh, you don't give me nothing to respect. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about exactly when a man go to talking about how a woman don't give him nothing to respect. When we, in certain seasons in your life, at certain ages in your life, you wear what you want to wear. You dress how you want to dress. You talk how you want to talk. You mingle how you want to mingle, especially when you're single and when you're young. When you in your younger age, and I can say this because when I was 20 something, what I valued in a man and what I look for in a man is so different than where I am right now. As the older that I got, hey Monique, the older that I got, the taste I had a desired taste for the type of man that I knew would complete me, well, the type of man that I knew that gonna have my back. But when I was younger, of course, I wanted the man that was fine, that was cut up, that was baby. I wanted that kind. And one thing in my area, we back in the days, Polo and Nautica, if you one of them men, especially when I say Lee County, when you went to a different county, and one thing about Lee County, them type of men, they gonna come through in the clutch. You hanging out, you can walk in an area, it's a lot on, baby. They used to be dressed in Polo and Nautica or had them J's on, and when you one of them, or it used to be like in my area, my hometown, if you one of them Jane boys, baby, you was it. Like at that time in a certain season of my life, and I know a lot of y'all life, it was a certain type of man that like just was that man. You had that kind. You wanted a man that was driving in some, had them big rims on it. You wanted that type of man that when you was on the scene, he was on the scene at a certain time in your life. And when you younger, you ain't had kids or you had one child, you might have could wear the little tube tops. You could wear the little short shorts. Cause baby, I know I wore my short shorts. Baby, I know I wore my high shoes, my short skirts, my short shorts. Baby, when I tell you I'll have something tied up, let these babies sit out. I'm just saying, at a certain time in your life, you wanted a certain type of man. And couldn't nobody tell you no different because you wanted what you wanted. But nobody better not tell me at 35, 36, 41, 46, 51 that you still around here want the same type of man that you wanted when you was 21. Because you should have a desired taste. Everybody that's taking notes, write that down. Desired taste. There should be a desired taste. Write that in the chat. Desired taste. At a certain time in your life, you should tell yourself, not just for a man, but you should tell yourself, okay, it's time for me to stop dressing like I'm 13. It's time for me to stop dressing like I'm 21. It's time for me to stop dressing like I don't got no man. Some of y'all be walking, some women walk around, and I don't understand it. They all the way up in their 40s, and by no means am I saying dress like an old woman, dress like you, and you got to be turtleneck down, showing no skin. You can still be sexy and be older. I feel so sexy when I put on clothes and I don't have to have everything hanging out. I feel sexy dressing my age. And a lot of women feel like, oh, I'm going to dress like this because that's what the men want. No, baby. I'm going to dress how I want to dress because how I feel sexy and I feel comfortable. And when you get older, you got to get in your mindset got to change because when you do get a man, not every man want his old lady, the one that's going to represent him, Gonna be out here dressing on any kind of way, shorts up in your behind hanging out, your shirt tied up, stomach showing. Like everything ain't to be shown, especially when you say, you know what, I'm in this relationship. I don't grew up, because not every man desires everybody eyes on what's his prize. And some women will clap back, well, I want to be sexy. You mean to tell me the only way you can be sexy is you have naked? So the only way you feel like you sexy if you have naked. The only way you feel like you sexy if every other man besides your man. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. When we talking about how the man don't got respect for you. When you are in a situation, you dealing with a man, and you can tell when he got respect for you. First things first. When you meet a man, you can tell a man from a grown man. A grown man coming in your life to even that thing out. He ain't coming to shake it up. A grown man ain't, I don't know now grown man that will allow a woman just to take care of him and then feel like that's a flex while he sit on the couch while he play video games, or while he stay home and clean the house, while he babysit. Can't ain't now grown man sitting around here letting now grown woman take care of them. I don't care what y'all say, how y'all feel. I don't care how many times y'all love to say, well, women been doing it. I don't care. Ain't no grown man even finna give no woman that kind of power over him to even throw it back in his face later to say, I took care of you. I'm talking about not that if something happened to you that's different, you got sick, you couldn't work. But ain't no grown man just sitting on no couch allowing no grown man ain't no grown man sitting around on no couch letting no grown woman just take care of him. You mean to tell me as a grown man you gotta ask her to buy toilet paper, to buy toiletries, to buy toothpaste, to buy your deodorant, to buy your shoes, to buy your socks, give you money to put gas in your car? I don't know, not me. I don't know no grown man that gets a thrill out of allowing a grown woman to take care of them just to be able, when she get mad, to throw it in his face. That's first of all. Now a regular man will sit at home and clean up, babysit, cook, and feel like he gonna ask his woman for everything because he feel like, women been doing it. No, grown men getting out here making it happen. A grown man, I'm telling you, when you know he got respect for you, and when he don't. When a grown man respects you, he gonna get up and do what a man's supposed to do. He gonna get it by any means necessary. He ain't sitting around here asking nobody for nothing. He ain't sitting around here worrying about how it looks. He gonna make sure everything at that home taken care of, even if he doing wrong and I said what I said. Some of y'all don't know the difference when y'all try to decipher what you mean by a grown man and what you mean by him having respect. When a grown man has respect, you ain't gotta tell no man to come home at night. You ain't even gotta worry about if he coming home, because a grown man knows that, baby, it's time for me to go home. A grown man knows that I'm not gonna stay out too late, or I'm not gonna do something I don't want my old lady to do, because these men nowadays know, baby, we ain't like our grandmas. Baby, we get our licks back. So if you play with me and think that I'm gonna sit at home and twiddle my thumb and worry about what you doing, when you coming, how you coming, and if you even coming, women in 2026, baby, we not even doing that. But when a man got respect for you, you ain't even gonna have to worry about if he coming, what time he coming. The grown man already know, I got to go home. I got an old lady, and this is where I want to be. A grown man ain't gonna have you questioning if this is what we doing. Not no grown man. When you dealing with a man that don't know what he want, he got to be over here, he got to be over there, and then he hit you with lines like, it ain't you, but it's me. I ain't ready for this, but I'm ready for this. You mean to tell me you ready to lay up with a woman, but you ain't ready to settle down with a woman? Come on, grown men not doing that. It's 2026. Grown men are not out here trying to figure out what they gonna do. They already know what they gonna do. A grown man, you ain't gotta tell him, you know what, I need A, B, and C. Because a grown man gonna come in that thing like Superman, because that's how he's built. And when they raise right and when they know better, they do better. We got some men that are grown men, but ain't never seen a grown man a day in his life. Some grown men ain't never seen a grown man a day in his life, so he don't even know how to be a grown man. All he knows is a grown man. Oh, I put it down in the bedroom. A grown man. Oh, I broke bread with her. Man, listen, a grown man ain't even coming to leave you with a wet behind and a confused mind. When that man respect you, first of all, grown men already know This is what I come to do. This is what I want. He already know I come to lay that pipe down. Yes, I said it. And either he gonna jump at the opportunity or he gonna wait it out to see exactly what it is you bring to the table. Now you grown, you can do what you want to do. But grown men are taking their time. They not rushing into nothing. And sometimes a woman be thinking, let me hair up and lay down with him, because if I don't lay down with him, he gonna choose somebody else. A grown man ain't even finna put you in a situation to have you thinking that if you don't lay down with him, he ain't gonna deal with you. Some of these men be around here with women, don't respect them, don't want to be with them, but don't want to let them go. Let's talk about it. Don't want to be with them, but don't want to let them go. There are men that ain't never even seen a grown man because they daddy wasn't no good, the granddaddy wasn't no good, uncle wasn't no good, and a whole lot of these men ain't healed what broke them. Some of these men got mommy issues, and that's why they mistreat a lot of women. And if you think I'm lying, when you deal with a man that don't broke your heart, that don't lie to you, that don't cheated on you, it's because there is an issue and they ain't grown up yet. And then don't nobody hold them accountable. Let's talk about accountability. Let's talk about it. Don't nobody hold them accountable. When it comes down to certain things, a lot of women will back up and say, you know what? I ain't going to make him. Oh, no, I ain't going to say that. When y'all know sometimes they mama ain't raised them right. Some of these women ain't raised these men right. And when it comes down to them doing certain things, a lot of women will throw their hands up and say, you know what? I ain't even going to say nothing. I'm going to let that slide. Instead of addressing it right then, they mamas ain't even tell them they wrong, because a lot of these mamas be knowing they sons be dead wrong, be knowing they sons ain't by the quarter. They sisters be knowing they ain't by the quarter, and they mamas will sometimes uphold them in they wrong. When they be dead wrong, they mama will still sit there and say, yeah, ain't no, yeah, your son was dead wrong. Your son was dead wrong. Your son didn't show up and handle his responsibilities. Your son didn't show up for these kids. Your son couldn't even stand on his word. Some of these men don't know how to be a man because they ain't never even said it. They ain't never even seen a grown man be a grown man. So how do we expect them to be a grown woman? I mean, a grown man. See, they love to talk about we ain't give them nothing to respect. Sometimes as a man, they don't give us nothing to respect, because some of them, all they do is lie. All they do is make promises they cannot keep, and a lot of them don't back up what they say. They talk a lot of talk, but they don't back it up. You know how? Because before you meet me, I'm going to need you as a man to heal. A lot of women need a man to heal. You need to heal just like a woman. Don't act like you ain't been broken. Don't act like you don't got a lot going on. Men need to heal too, because let me tell y'all something. A man will cry. Grown men cry. I'm talking about real hard down, thug out grown men. They will cry. And I ain't talking about them crocodile tears. I'm talking about cry because they full. I'm talking about cry because they feel like a failure. I'm talking about cry because they don't feel like they're man enough. I'm talking about they will hard down cry. And if you ever meet a man that you make them feel safe enough to cry with you, around you, as y'all talking, you better appreciate that, and you better not never throw it in his face or make him feel no type of way, because he'll never, ever, ever open up like that. Some of these men need to open up. They need to heal. They need to apologize. Somebody, Dr. David M.D. Russell, welcome in. First of all, hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. First of all, Dr. David, come in my live and say hello. Second of all, you coming in on the back end of a conversation. And by no means am I bashing men. Today's conversation is that man don't respect a woman, because yesterday's conversation is you as a woman don't respect a man. This ain't no live that I'm bashing on man. I'm just talking about when a man don't got no respect for a woman. So when you come in my live, I would rather you, first of all, sit back and listen before you assume that's what I'm doing. And Lamar, for you to say I don't have a man, you don't know me, and hello to you too. That part. there. Y'all, hold on. Let me check on my hamburger. Hold on, y'all. One thing about it, and two things for sure, a hit dog will holler. Because this is not a live that I'm bashing men. What I am talking about, because yesterday I walked the women like a dog. I walked the women like a dog. How they don't respect women, men. I did. Now today I'm talking about how a man don't respect a woman because it's not one size fits all. It ain't no way we gonna sit and say, oh, you as a woman don't respect a man and not talk about how a man don't respect a woman. So, but if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But please don't ever get it twisted on this is a live of me bashing men. But I'm gonna talk about it. And obviously I hit a nerve. Like I said, accountability. A lot of these men don't want to take accountability when it's time to take accountability. We got too many men that'll go to the barbershop, they're gonna make sure they GQ and they're gonna make sure their kids GQ. We're gonna talk about when we talking about how when a man don't respect a woman, and it shows when in it cause it be the proof be in the pudding. And like I said, women need to have a desired taste when it come down. What say hi and what you want to ask. Thank you. At least you understood the assignment. What is the question? He said, let me say hello before I ask my question. Say hello. Don't come on my live and don't speak at least. What's up? Hold on, y'all, because we got them asking questions. Baby, I got them coming out the woodwork today. Oh, the men mad. Oh, I got the men's ruffled today, y'all. What's up? I got them, I'm ruffling feathers today. And y'all know I ain't never scared. What's up? And then you got some talk about, oh, she ain't got no man. I got a whole husband, a big husband. What do you mean? What's up? What question you want to ask? One thing about it, and two things for sure, a hit dog gon' holler, baby. A hit dog gon' holler. This what I don't be understanding. Like I said, sometimes, no, ask your question. Don't be scared. Ask your question. What's up? I'ma answer it respectfully. I'ma answer it respectfully. Because y'all should have been on my live yesterday when I walked the women like a dog. Walked them like a dog yesterday. Telling them to get themselves together. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon. But like I was saying, well, I'm going to tell you when a man don't respect you. A man don't respect you if he meets you in public housing, if he meets you on Section 8, if he meets you in a position like that, and when he meets you, it's cool. And baby, I'm not knocking it. But what my thing is, when you meet a grown man, he working and you working, you mean to tell me the situation ain't gonna change? You mean to tell me y'all gonna be together, y'all been together? No. Y'all gonna be together however long y'all gonna be together, and you mean to tell me the situation ain't gonna change? A grown man gonna come in your life and you in that predicament and say, okay, babe, we on this, you on that, baby, we finna elevate. A grown man ain't finna walk around here and continue to allow you to live beneath your means. He gonna make sure he pouring into you to make you become the best woman, the best version of yourself. A grown man ain't coming and he gonna just settle for what y'all got going on. A grown man ready to grow. Grown men gonna come in and create some things, and a grown man ain't coming in no situation and impregnating. He don't respect you if you got 3, 4 children and he continue to give you babies. A grown man ain't coming in your life. You already got 3, 4 children and y'all gonna lay down and have a fifth child, and he see you ain't even got yourself together. I'm only talking about my grown men because there are grown men out there that understand. Now, little mama, you don't need no another child. You don't need no another child. A grown man ain't coming in your life and you continue to do the same exact thing from the time he met you and it's 10 years later and y'all ain't grown. You mean to tell me a grown man ain't got no plan? So you as a woman, you making all the plans. Grown men is supposed to be leaders. Hello. What a leadership at? Grown men supposed to be leaders. But some of these grown men, let's talk about it, will deal with the baddest chick in the clique. Some of these grown men want to deal with the easiest target. They don't want no grown woman. A lot of these men will deal with simple-minded, weak women. But when they come across a grown woman that gonna make them grow, that gonna make them stand up like a man and be a man. And I ain't just talking about standing up in it. Come on, let's talk about it. A grown man is like, okay, listen. A grown man ain't impressed by no accolades. A grown man ain't impressed because you own a business. A grown man ain't impressed because you can take yourself out on a trip. All that stuff that you add is just extra. A grown man is not the type of man that's really impressed. Oh, she's shaped like a Coke bottle. A grown man not walking up to you talking about what that man a grown man ain't walking up to no woman talking about what that mouth do. Not no grown man, because first of all, a grown man is thinking about if me and this woman get together and she mess around and have a baby, this is gonna be the mother of my child. This is gonna keep my lineage going. This is gonna have my last name. So that grown man wanna know what else is it to you. Okay, you a boss. Okay, you got doctor in front of your name, but what is it about you? If they stripped you down and you wasn't no mama. If you wasn't no doctor, if you ain't have no business, like if you ain't have no weed, no makeup, you ain't get your body done, they want to know who you are. I'm talking about grown men. I'm talking about a grown man. I ain't talking about no little boy that know you independent and gonna allow you to be independent. Grown men can know you independent and he ain't gonna allow you. He's not gonna allow you. A grown man is not going to allow you. And this is not me bashing men. This is actually me trying to make it make sense so we can decipher the wheat from the tare. So we can separate the little boys from the grown men. Grown men ain't walking around here and can't even communicate. And I'm telling you, he don't respect you if you feel like you can't sit at the table and express yourself and tell him, you know what? I don't like the way you make me feel. I don't like how you said that. I don't like how you move it. If you can't express yourself in a mannerable way and that man not be offended or feel like you pushing him away, because so many women, they love to say, oh, I ain't going to say nothing because when I say something, he going to make me feel like I'm pushing him away, or I'm afraid I'm going to push him away. You ain't pushing no grown man away. A grown man going to sit there and he going to listen to what you say, because a grown man going to come back and say, you know what? Let's fix this. A grown man gonna say, let's fix this. I'm trying to tell you, when a man got respect for you, a grown man ain't coming to cause hell, have you having sleepless nights, have your hair falling out, have you losing children, have you losing weight, have you trying to figure it out. A lot of y'all, listen to me. Just like I said yesterday, a lot of women watch their mamas make it happen. A lot of us had mamas that made it happen and had men that was just there. A man was just warming up a spot. A lot of our mamas didn't have grown men. A lot of our mamas didn't show us what it was like to stand up to a man and say, you know what? I'm tired today. I'm not doing that. A lot of our mamas ain't never had a man that had her back. A lot of our mamas ain't never had a man that appreciate them and then lie and cheat and mistreat them. A lot of our mamas didn't have that. And that's the same go for men. A lot of these men ain't never had no real blueprint of what a grown man look like. Because if they basing it off what granddaddy did, a lot of them will be around here sleeping from pillar to post, because wherever granddaddy laid his hat was his home. Listen. A lot of these men walk around here talking about, oh, they don't make them like grandma no more. Baby, they don't make them like granddaddy no more. Because back in the days, granddaddy built the house, granddaddy cut the yard, granddaddy changed the oil, granddaddy changed the tie, granddaddy painted the house. Anything that was broken in the house, granddaddy fixed. These men ain't around here fixing nothing. These men around here paying somebody to fix something. Hello, come on in here. Don't get mad, say ouch. This ain't me attacking men. This is me telling women how to decipher when you dealing with a grown man and a little boy. A grown man can know you independent, can hold it down, don't need a man for nothing. But a grown man ain't even gonna let you be that independent. A grown man is a protector and a provider. Grown men like to be needed and like to be wanted. Grown men ain't got no reason to be around here trying to figure out if today gonna be the day, is she gonna spaz out. No, because when you get in a healthy relationship, when you no, let's say this. When you come across a healthy grown man, when I say healthy, I ain't talking about just because he look good. I ain't talking about because he drive a nice car. I ain't talking about because he smell good. I ain't talking about because that talk game was on point. I'm talking about when you deal with a healthy man gonna tell you the truth. Come out. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Just say ouch. A grown man gonna tell you the truth. Some of y'all women, y'all listen with y'all eyes and not y'all ears. Y'all be hollering about, oh, I want me a grown man. You don't want no grown man because a grown man gonna tell you the truth. A grown man gonna say, listen, little mama, listen. You sat here and talked to me for 30 minutes, and all you talked about is what you can do and how you do this and how your kids do that and what your degree do and what your job do. You told me everything but about you. A grown man wants to actually get to know who you are. He don't respect you if he is sitting there eating that up and not really asking no real questions. A grown man want to know what kind of relationship you have with your daddy. A grown man want to know, like I'm saying, do you have daddy issues? A grown man want to know, and a grown man gonna sit there and say, listen, little mama, I done broke a lot of hearts. I broke a lot of hearts. I done lied to a lot of women. I wasn't the best father to my children. I even walked away from my marriage trying to be in these streets. I made mistakes. A grown man gonna take accountability for the things that he let. A grown man will even tell you the truth. Listen, I dealt with some women. I don't dealt with the baddest of the bad, but I ain't really never had a woman that had my back. I ain't never really had a woman that gonna stand 10 toes down. I ain't really never had a woman that's more about us than she is about the streets. I ain't never even had a woman that gonna pray for me, that's gonna pour into me. A grown man will tell you the truth, but some of y'all don't want to hear the truth because y'all want to hear them lie to y'all. Y'all want to hear them say, oh yeah, you fine. Oh, you the baddest thing. A grown man gonna tell you what it is that he want. He gonna present it to the table, and either you want it or you don't. And he gonna, if that's not what he doing, I'm gonna tell you when he ain't gonna respect you. He gonna, you know what he gonna do? He gonna ghost you. You gonna text, he ain't gonna respond back. You gonna call, he ain't gonna call. He ain't gonna pick up. He gonna let you down easy. A grown man gonna let you down easy. I'm telling you, when a man respect you, he want what's best for you. When a man respect you, he ain't gonna make promises that he can't keep. If a grown man don't got it, let me tell you the difference. When a man respect you, he ain't hollering by, let me see what I can do, little mama. I'm gonna see what I can do. When you ask him for something, a grown man ain't hollering about, let me see what I can do. When you run across a man that holler about, I'm gonna see what I can do, or make a grown man, he'll be honest with you. Either he got it or he don't got it. It's either one or the other. He ain't in no middle talking about, let me see what I can do. When a man got respect for you and he know you about your A game, when a man know you about that A game, that man, first of all, he ain't gonna do nothing to lose you. And quit letting these supposed to be grown men tell you, oh, I left my phone at home. Quit letting these grown men tell you, oh, I don't want my wife. Oh, I ain't with my baby mama. A grown man gonna let it be known. It ain't gonna be no sugar cone. It ain't gonna be no hiding on no phones. It ain't gonna be no flipping over on no phones. When a man respect you, he ain't playing games. You ain't even gonna have to question it because he gonna leave that phone just like this because he ain't got nothing to hide. A grown man, he ain't playing no games. When it come a point in time in a grown man life that he grow up and he get tired of playing games, he know he make mistakes, and baby, he ready to fix them. A grown man ain't around here. Listen, I'm going to say it again. A grown man ain't around here making you lose weight, making you lose sleep, got your face breaking out, got your hair falling out. You can't pay attention. You don't want to work. You can't be a mother to the children. A grown man ain't coming in your life to cause hell, especially when you're a single woman, a single mother, and you think a grown man coming to give you more hell. You already going through what you going through because being a single parent is a full-time job and it's a hard job. But when you come across a grown man is not going to put you in a position where you got to choose him or your children. A grown man ain't gonna put you in a position where you gonna choose to feed him and not the children. Everybody gonna eat. He gonna make sure everything get taken care of because he's a grown man, and grown men make mistakes. Come here. Come here, let me talk about these grown men. Some of y'all get it twisted because some of y'all want these type of men that you see on the screen. Y'all want these men that you can build up. Baby, we ain't playing build a belt. Some of y'all think these men can read your mind. You think you be on the phone with your homegirl. Let me tell you how y'all do. Let me tell y'all how y'all do. You get on the phone with your homegirl. You be saying, girl, I'm so sick of him. He don't pay the bills. He don't help me with nothing. He don't take me nowhere. He don't buy me nothing. He don't sex me right. He don't touch me right. He don't kiss me right. Y'all got a slew full of things that you would tell your homegirl, but you ain't told your man. You ain't had no conversation with your man. Y'all think these men can read mind. Baby, this ain't Superman. This ain't TV. This real life. Some of these grown men respect you more when you open up your mouth and you say, listen, you ain't do me right. I need you to do this and pull my hair, slap me, whatever it is that you need. Some of y'all would be, y'all in relationships right now. Some of y'all in relationships right now with a man that y'all lay next to, get down and through there with, and come out of there still sexually frustrated. Yes, I said it. Some of y'all come out frustrated because you won't tell that grown man what you want. Quit thinking that a grown man can read your mind. He ain't no mind reader. Tell him what you want. See, some of y'all think that y'all got to do this right here. Y'all, I'm going to be quiet because he going to figure out what it is. He can't read your mind. He don't know what you want. We got so many women that walk around here that assume that grown. We talk about grown men right now. That, oh, this grown man don't want me because I got children and I got a gut. Some of these grown women talking about now he ain't gonna want me because I got children. Some of these grown women walking around talking about now he don't want me because I ain't got no big old butt. I got some good, and I ain't got no big old butt, and got a whole ring. Hello, and got a whole ring. Let me tell you something. A grown man is not checking to see. It's social media, and it's your homegirl got you thinking that that man ain't gonna want you because you got kids. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Grown men is not saying, no, I don't want her because she got too many children. Now listen, let's not get it twisted. There are some men that would tell you that, you know what, I don't want to raise nobody else's children. I don't want to deal with no woman with children. And listen, ladies, if you got children and you ever run into a situation like that, and that man tells you he don't want to deal with you because you got kids, I better not find out that you got so mad and you flipped out. No, baby, you need to respect that and say, you know what, baby, that's cool because me and my kids is a package deal. You understand me? Because there are some men that don't want to play stepdaddy to nobody children. And baby, hey, I respect the honesty. Some of y'all want honesty, and then when that man tell y'all that, then y'all mad as if it ain't no other men in this whole wide world. There are plenty of men in this whole wide interior world. You feel what I'm saying? If he choose not to deal with you because you got kids, baby, don't get mad. Just be honest and say, okay. But listen, quit thinking that a man don't want you based off what social media say. Quit thinking a man won't want you because of what your homegirls say. Quit making it seem like, oh, these men out here looking for a preference. Listen, we all got our preference. But listen, there are some grown men, baby. He don't care if you got churn. He don't care if you got a little fupa because he know you brought life into this world. Grown men know you brought life into this world. And baby, it ain't no problem with him because he knows you created life and your body ain't gonna stay the same. And baby, he know when the lights go down, your body, all body shapes are the same because they came to do one thing, get what they gonna get, flip what they gonna flip, do what they gonna do, and baby, that's it. Some of y'all women, they don't want you, won't approach you, won't deal with you, not because you got kids, because he don't respect you if he tell you that. And another thing, he won't approach you because you look mean as hell. Let's talk about it. You look so mean, you so strong in the face. See, a grown man that respects you, he ain't even gonna be too mad when you go to acting some type of way. A grown man gonna be like, okay, listen, I don't know what happened to you in the past, but baby, I ain't him. You understand me? A grown man gonna say, I ain't him. Put that in the chat. I ain't him. I ain't him. A grown man gonna let it be known, I ain't him. I'm not him. So when it comes to a grown man, he can see. He can see that you don't been hurt, you don't been lied to, you don't been fumbled, you don't been mistreated. You understand? He knows, grown men know that we live in a world you don't been through some things, especially if you a single woman. If you got, and then you got children, he know you don't been through some things. He know you don't been lied to, mistreated. So now you got your block up. You got your block up, and you telling yourself, you know what? I don't want to deal with nobody. But some of y'all wear it too strong. And these grown men out here, they not playing them type of games where you feel like they feel like, or you feel like they got to guess and jump through hoops. Grown men ain't doing that. Grown men want a grown woman that can sit down and articulate and have an intellectual conversation about the things they want, about the things they don't want, what they gonna settle for, what they not gonna settle for. That man respect you more. He don't respect you if he's sitting there talking about what their mouth do. If a grown, hold on, y'all, let me get my hamburgers. Hold on, y'all, my hamburgers. He don't respect you if he don't. It is when it's when you got children. Listen, we talking about a man don't respect you. If you got children, I'm talking about grown men. I'm gonna tell you how men don't respect you. If you got children and he know you got children, and when he met you, you told him you had children, and when he called and it's all about you, a grown man that dealing with a grown woman, when he call you, when he text you, baby, it ain't just about you. He asking how them kids doing. I don't care what you say. A grown man is not just gonna be concerned about you. A grown man know you got kids and you love your kids. Baby, it ain't just about the woman. And a lot of them gonna do it because that's where they gonna get to you. They're gonna be worried about them kids because they know, wait a minute, she love her kids. She love her kids. A grown man ain't gonna just say, you want to get something to eat. You want to go out. Listen, he might want to date you. But a grown man, when he meet you and he know you love your kids, and when he respect you, he's not just saying, I'm going to feed you. Baby, he feeding everybody. That's what a grown man would do. But see, some of y'all don't get that. Y'all think everything is a grown man. A lot of y'all looking at me, listening to me, y'all saying, no, a grown man pay 100% of the bills. That don't mean that a grown man, that he don't respect you because he dropping a black card on you. He respect you when he trying to tell you or trying to show you how to invest. He respects you when he's telling you, okay, baby, you went on all these trips, what you got in that bank account. Not because he wants your money. He want to know if you can save something. A grown man ain't just talking about what he can do for you. Baby, he gonna show you. Let's talk about it. A grown man gonna show you all that talking what y'all do in the beginning. Oh, he talked about how good he can be. Oh, he gonna take you out. A grown man gonna show it, and it's gonna show up in the relationship. Some of y'all be getting amazed by how he flip you up in the bedroom, how he toss you and turn you and scream. Y'all be amazed by that. But I'm talking about them grown men that get up and go to work. I'm talking about them grown men that might not be buying you Birkin bags, might not be buying out the Lenox Mall, might not be taking you on no trips. I'm talking about them grown men that respect you enough to sit down and talk about, let's talk about getting them health, them policies in order. He want to make sure something is left for you just in case something happened to you. I'm talking about them grown men that got them work boots at the door, that get up and make it happen. I ain't talking about them grown men. All he got in his closet is $100,000 worth of clothes and shoes, and you impressed because, girl, he got them J's. Girl, he got Balenciagos. I'm talking about some hard down working men that get up and go to work. I ain't even talking about the hustlers right about now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that for show money. That's what I'm talking about, for show money. That working money is for show money. That street money is maybe money. I'm talking about the men that ain't got no money to just be blowing on foolish stuff, but they want to save up and build something. They want to help you get generational wealth. That's what I'm talking about. But some of y'all don't get that because y'all think a grown man pay all the bills. Y'all, some of y'all lose men because y'all walk around here talking about, oh, he can't love me. He ain't bought me no Birkin bag. Girl, he ain't bought you no Birkin bag. But baby, he got them insurance policies together. Girl, you talking about a Birkin bag. He don't put you in a whole house. He may not have bought you a business, but he put you on your own land in your own house. He get up every day and make sure them bills paid, food in the house. He make sure them kids taken care of. He make sure when things break down, he can fix it. But see, we don't talk too much about grown men. We don't talk about the men that got respect for women. We talking about them. We always talking about them dead beats don't want to show up. I'm talking about a man that got respect, and he don't respect you if he lay down with you and have a baby with you, but don't step up and be the daddy for you. What are you talking about? I'm talking about a real grown man that got respect for you. He don't got respect for you when you got to go through the phone or he hide his phone. And when you do go through the phone, listen, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Some of y'all don't understand when I say respect. Some men don't got no respect for you. Let's talk about the two different types. Let's talk about a different type. If you know the N word that I can't say, please put it in the chat. He's a narc. He is a narc. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the N word. The N word. That part. That right there. Hey, Vaughn. That part right there. When you come across a man that's like this right here, let's talk about it real quick. Monique, pin that up, girl. I was trying to. When you come across an N-word type of a narc, I can't say it because they'll shut me down. Let me tell you what I'm talking about when I say he don't got no respect for you. A man that don't got no respect for you. You mess around, and I'm talking to my grown women that check phones because, baby, check a phone in a heartbeat. Don't went through that phone, and you don't found out he been messing with Keisha. He been messing with Lisa. He been messing with Sarah. And you got locations. You got dates. You got pictures. She's sending pictures halfway naked. I'm talking about. You asked him the other day where he was. He said he was out with his homeboy. But you mess around to go through that phone and you find out that he wasn't with his homeboy Sam. He was with Samantha. And you trying to figure out, wait a minute, hold on. I'm talking about the man that don't got no respect for you. You go through that phone, and I'm gonna talk about a man that do. A man that don't got no respect for you. He don't got no respect for you as a woman. Because once you go through that phone and you wake him up and you tell him, listen, who is this right here in the phone? Who is this? And I'm talking about, listen, some of these men be quick on their feet. Where they at? Some of y'all men be quick on y'all feet. When you go through that phone, he be trying to stumble and open that eye because now he trying to figure out what am I going to say when I open my mouth. Let's talk about it. But when you dealing with a man that don't got no respect for you, you know what he say when he open his mouth? He'll jump up and get mad. Hey, baby, he jump up and get mad. He would get so mad at you and tell you, you ain't had no business going through my phone. That's why you found what you was looking for. I ain't never seen no insecure woman when you always worrying about the wrong thing. He gonna turn that thing around, have you feeling bad. A man ain't got no respect for you. He gonna have you feeling bad because you found out that he was cheating on you and you trying to address this thing. And when you address it, now it's your fault. You insecure. Now, oh, you see what you need to see. That's how they flip it. Come on. That's how they flip it around. They flip that thing around. They get so mad. Some of them even jump up and pack up and leave. Oh, I'm leaving here. I don't got to be here. I'm finna go because he don't got no respect for you. He don't got none. But let's talk about the men that got respect for you. Come here, ladies. Let's talk about it. And I'm finna talk about a man that pay them bills, that come home at night, that them bills paid on time, them kids taken care of, if they his kids or not, that grass cut, everything fixed in the house. I'm talking about he don't miss a beat when it come to you. That's what I'm talking about. It's a difference between a man that don't got no respect for you and a man that got respect for you. Let's talk about the man that got respect for you. You mess around. I'm talking about he making sure ain't nothing changed in your house and it's been a minute, but you so happen to his phone rang and you go and you get it, or do you go through the phone and you find out that your grown man that paid all the bills. Listen, don't come on my live with if he cheat on me, I'm leaving. I'm only talking to my grown women. I'm talking to my grown women. And you mess around and he paying all the bills. Like he paying the bills, he going to work. He ain't miss a beat. Listen. And you go through that phone. Yes, he didn't have no respect for you when he was cheating. But baby, you mess around and go through that phone and find out. This a man that got respect for you. First of all, he know he in hot water. When he open his mouth, he like, hold it. He might not pay all the bills, but he paying the bills and ain't nothing stopped in your house. But when he open his mouth, it's like, When you deal with a man that don't got no respect for you and he cheating on you, that man gonna make sure somebody in your inbox. You can't go to the grocery store without somebody saying, oh, your man messed with such and such. You might have a homegirl that don't did all the investigation about you. They all under your man pictures. They under your picture being messy. A man that don't got respect for you, he gonna bring it all the way to the door. But that kind of that got respect for you, that kind that get up and go to work and make it happen, and you find out he messing around on you. Oh, baby, now he know he in the doghouse. Now he coming home on. He on point with everything. The little things that you saw in him not doing right, baby, he trying to fix everything because he don't want to lose you, even though he know he was wrong. He ain't trying to. Oh, wait a minute, it wasn't me. He ain't telling you a fool for going through the phone. All he can say is listen. Let me tell you what happened. He trying to explain to you because he going to fix what he messed up. A man that got respect, and I don't care. I don't want to hear none of this. Oh, he ain't going to cheat on me. Listen, ain't nobody that perfect. I'm sorry. Because and a lot of us ain't leaving if they did cheat on us. Listen, just because he cheated don't mean y'all leaving. Don't do that. Ain't nobody perfect in this world. A lot of women want, oh, I want to meet me a man that got it all together. Girl, how you want a man that got it all together when you ain't even got it all together? Come on, come on. I'm talking to realists. I'm married. I'm talking to realists. I ain't talking to no look simple-minded people. I'm talking to across the board. When a man got respect for you and he know he don't messed up, baby, listen. One thing about a grown man when he mess up, now he want to walk on eggshells because where my grown women at? My grown women, baby, they know chin up, chest out. Because they don't know what you would do as a grown woman. Now they trying to figure out, wait a minute, hold on. She ain't leaving me. She ain't even going crazy. She ain't doing none of that because they don't know what you gonna do. But a grown man, he gonna be like, he gonna be sleeping like this because he already know. I already know I don't did wrong. But he ain't got nobody in your inbox. He ain't got nobody trying to fight you. And if the chick that he messing with try to fight you, baby, he gonna help you fight her. He gonna go against his side chick for his main chick. I said what I said. But people don't want to, they don't want to decipher a good man or a man that got respect for you. They always want to talk about the ones that don't. And that man don't got no respect for you if he got you around here losing life. If you've ever been in a situation where you've been pregnant and you don't been so stressed out, ain't no grown man with respect for you gonna have you around here losing no baby behind the foolish stuff that he do out in the streets. Not no grown man. When a man got respect for you, he want to make sure everything is like leveled out. He ain't trying to come in your life and cause hell. Listen to me. When you got a grown man, it don't matter how mad y'all get. But if you call him, he gonna be on the other end of that phone. Y'all might be answering each other like, what, man? Why you calling me? But he gonna pick up that phone. You understand me? A grown man know y'all can be hard down man. He might not like you every day. You might not like him every day, but y'all love each other and y'all gonna make it work. Y'all gonna make it work. You see, people want perfection. If we lived in a perfect world, you will find a perfect man. But since we live in an imperfect world, ain't nobody perfect. But too many women love to holler about, I want me a man that, I want him to come all together. You want him to come all together, sister, you ain't even all together. Some of y'all women want a man, he got a 700 credit score, but your credit score 300. Let's talk about it. Do you understand me? Some of y'all scared to even deal with a grown man. Y'all scared to deal with a man that gonna have respect for you because when he come and he got respect for you, he might say something that you probably ain't never heard before. Or he might do something that you ain't never seen done before. But a lot of the time, some of these men must heal. Like they be preaching to us, oh, sis, you got to heal. You rarely hear them preaching to the gods about a man healing. Men go through hell and high water too. Men need to heal as well. Men need to take accountabilities for where they lack at. Men need to understand that some us women, We need more than just a man that paying all the bills. Listen, we love a man that pay bills. But we need more than that. We need for y'all to be a little bit more in tune with your emotions. And when a man respects you, he hears you. When he respects you, y'all might get into an argument and you might have to tell him, I don't like this or I want this. And you think he not listening and he mess around to pull up in that driveway with a new car. He gonna fix it even if he tired. Listen, I am married. For those in the back trying to figure out, do she even got a man? Is she saying all this because she don't got no man? Is she hurt, bitter, baby? I'm not talking from a hurt place. I'm actually talking from a healed place because I had to learn certain things the hard way when it come to a grown man. I told this story yesterday. Let me tell you something about a grown man. Tell you something. Before I got married, this is when I learned the difference between a grown man and just a man. A man that got respect for you and a man that don't got respect for you. When I was dating this one man, and I can remember him wanting to take me to Halloween horror. He wanted to take me to Halloween horror. But I told him, you know what? I ain't even really on that because I got to get this money up for this light bill. I got bills due, and when my bills ain't right, I need to, I can't function. And he says, well, how much is it? I got you. He said, because this was a man that worked, a working man. He wasn't no street man. He was a working man. He was like, I'm gonna make something happen. I'm gonna move some stuff around, and I got you. Well, he said this at the beginning of the week. By the middle of the week, I go back to him and I say, well, do you got that money? Because before, let me back up. When we talked about it, he was like, you know what? I respect you. You want to handle your business. You want to handle what you got at home before you even go out to hang out. He was like, no, I respect you. He said, I got you. And then when I asked him again about it, he told me, listen, don't you ever come back and ask me for something twice. He said, I'm a grown man. When I said I was going to do it, I meant that. You ain't got to question what I'm going to do. That's what I'm telling y'all. A man that got respect for you, you ain't going to have to go back and question him. When he said it once, he meant it. He going to stand on business. He said, I got you, and that's what he meant. And that's when I learned, wait a minute, it's a difference between a man that got respect for you and a man that don't. Because those was not his children. He didn't have to say nothing. But he was dealing with me on that level. So when I said that, he felt like I was a woman in distress. Hello? And a lot of men want to come in and swoop and save you. They want to come in, but they not going to swoop and save you if you as a woman so strong, you got this attitude like you feel like somebody have to do something for you. Grown men do not, like, they don't work like that. That's it pushes them away when you feel like, oh, because what you possess between your thighs, he's supposed to just do whatever. No, a grown man wants it to come natural. If he the type of man that gonna help you, gonna look out for you, that gonna respect you, you ain't even gonna have to question if he gonna look out for you because it's gonna come easy. Because it's just they just built like that. Some of y'all be leading with what's between y'all thighs. Some of y'all be leading with that. Some of y'all lead with what's between y'all thighs because y'all think, well, if I put it on him, I'm a girl, he can get that anywhere. That what's between your thighs, what you possess, it come a dime in a dozen. Grown men don't always be on that. Baby, like you say, it's my opinion, but baby, I'm stating facts. She said that's my opinion. She dealt with both. No, listen, Tina, and I'm gonna say this. I'm finna say this right here. Tina says, I'm sorry, but that's your opinion. I've dealt with both, and I'm better off on my own. Tina, because the type of men you've dealt with. And baby, you can't say that you dealt with both. No, baby, you dealt with the same type of man in different clothes. Because if you dealt with a grown man, you wouldn't even compare a grown man to just a man. It ain't no comparison. A grown man stand alone. That's just like saying all women are the same and all of us not the same. It's a difference between a girl and a grown woman because baby your desire taste. But when you deal with certain type of men and assume because they have different names, because they got different clothes, they that say they different but the same, you ain't gonna never put no grown man in a position to even be compared to a man that don't broke your heart, that don't lie to you, that don't mistreated you, that ain't have your back. No, you ain't never met that kind. And like you said, you said that it's my opinion, baby, I'm stating facts. Because as a grown woman, I don't compare myself. I don't compare to none of the others that ain't grown like me. Because when you come across a grown man ain't gonna leave you in nail situation that have you questioning if he was a grown man. That's what I'm saying. So when you say that's my no, baby, I'm saying facts. A grown man can't be compared to no man that don't ain't got himself together. But when you ain't never came across that, and that's what a lot of women do. A lot of women do that. They love to say, "Oh, it ain't none out there. I don't know no man, no baby. You don't know no man, cause my husband gonna step by me. My husband gonna have got my back, baby. My husband was down bad sick and still was trying to work, baby. No, you don't know no grown men. Like I said." Sometimes it don't be the right grown man just because he's a man. And if he left you broken, the fact that he broke your heart and left you broken, and you can say that, oh, I was married and he didn't do this, he gave me the best. No, baby. Ain't no grown man. And he ain't perfect, but ain't no grown. You cannot compare a grown man. Because, baby, when you come across a grown man, you're going to smell him. When you come across a grown man, he going to make you feel like that. Ain't nobody perfect. But there are some grown men that will step. My husband gonna step by me. I'm sorry. He gonna step by me. He got my back. And see, another thing, when it comes to marriages, sometimes some people, and I'm not saying you, some men, some people don't even deserve to be married, because before I even got married, I went to God about my husband. I fasted and prayed. Some people just be marrying just to marry, because sometimes God ain't even told you that's your husband. Sometimes God ain't even told you to deal with that man, but sometimes we'll do what we want to do. And when that flesh a mess, now we mad because, wait a minute, I'm married. Marriage don't change nothing. Marriage don't make him a good man. Marriage don't make him be a perfect man. Because sometimes some people don't even deserve to be married, don't even supposed to be together. Something that was supposed to be a lesson turning into a whole, oh, this my husband. And then when it don't work out, oh no, it ain't no good men out in the world. No, don't say it ain't no good men. That's just like women that date the same type of sex. They date women and women. I've came across women that said, oh, only a woman can love her right, treat her better. And because a woman gonna do this. You can't compare every man to the men that you came across. You can't compare every man to that broke your heart. You can't do that. I can sit up here and be bitter and be mad because my baby daddy don't hurt me. I can say that because I wrote a book. The title of my book is, the link is in my bio. The title of my book is called 3 Years Too Long. It's called 3 Years Too Long. I can say that about the men that don't hurt me. I could be here bitter. I could be here angry. I could be here mad. I could still be by myself. If I thought that every man, yes, it's digital. If I thought that every man was the same and I put them in every book. But when you heal and take accountability for what you allowed that man to do. I don't care, and no disrespect to you by no means. But I don't care if you was married 100 years. It don't guarantee that that man you married was the man you supposed to marry. Did you marry him and God told you that was your husband? Or did y'all get married off a whim? And while y'all were in the marriage, when things was going left, did you go to God about it? See, baby, we can go left real quick when it come to being married. I've been married, but not that long. But I do know when all hell break loose, I'm going to go to God, because there's three people in the marriage. Me, my husband, and God. As long as I keep God first, and when all hell break loose, I know I'm not fighting alone. There's too many women don't know how to go to God about them. They want to go to God about them, their men. No, how about you go to God about yourself? Let's not act like we as women, we do everything right. Let's not act like we as women don't cheat, don't lie, don't manipulate. Excuse me. Let's not act like that. We as women do things, and don't let's not act like it don't be our mouth. Like we can go toe to toe when it comes to it. When people, I don't do that. This got to be your first time. We don't do that. We don't say, oh no, that's your opinion. It might be, but baby, I'm stating facts. I ain't finna say ain't no good men out there. I ain't finna say ain't no good women out there. I ain't finna do that, because you ain't never met no good man. You ain't never had no good man. And that's what I be talking about. It's learned behavior and some things you need to heal from. Some things we've watched our moms do and we feel like, oh, that's how to be a good woman. Some of us watched our mamas work themselves to the bone and just had a man on the chair. Just because the man was coming home, because the man paid the bills, that consider him a good man, baby. I said a man ain't got no respect for you, and I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back. There are some good men. Ain't nobody finna make me believe that God didn't create nobody to do right. And ain't nobody finna make me believe God didn't create a helpmate for everybody. You single because you want to be single. Now, if you hurt, you hurt. And if you've been dog mistreated by the men that you've been, you can't say a man ain't gonna come after him. But you already done made up your mind that, oh, I don't been in two situations. I don't have both of them. And them two men just, it's the whole assignment for every man in the world. Please. No, we ain't doing that. Not on this live anyway. But I mean, like I said, I don't mean no disrespect. And I heard what you said, and I'm staying what I said. Oh, I don't sold a book today. No, baby. That we not gonna do. Because if that's the case, let's walk these women like dogs. Because there's some women. There are some no good, low down, ain't got no business having no children, ain't no good mama, ain't no good housekeeper, don't cook, don't clean. There are some women that get over on men, that cheat on men, mistreat good men, break good men down. But we can go on and on and on about if there are some good women in this world. We love to want to do that. But when we go to talking about these men and saying they're good men, I never once said that there was perfect men. I said some good men in this world. I'm just saying. Now, if you don't know now, man, baby, you need to go watch some of my videos. Like I said, when I talk about a man that got respect for you, I'm talking about a man that gonna put you in a position to win. A good man that got respect for you ain't taking from you. He trying to do everything in his power to make sure you win, make sure you in a position that you got what you need. On down to if something happened to him, baby, he ain't sitting down talking about taking you on no trip, baby. He got the D's in hand. I know, baby. Y'all, I gotta tell my story. Listen. The man that I'm married to, we weren't even together that long before we got married. Do you understand me? We've been together 5 years, been married 3 years. When I met him, I explained to him, I let him know I want to be somebody's wife. And when I said that, he said he want to be somebody's husband. Baby, he put me in a whole house, emptied out his savings account. You understand? He emptied out his savings account to put me in this house. Baby, I ain't getting no loan for Fannie Mae and nobody else. The man I married to went to the bank, got the check out, got the cashier's check, and we bammed it on it, and we in a house. I told him I want to buy a house. I met him in May. He bought me a house that next April. I said I want a house, and he put me in a house. Baby, nobody had lived in here brand new. Then when we talked about being married, because he knew I was saved, and I let him know, I don't care nothing about you buying no house. Baby, if we not married, we not doing this because I fasted and prayed and went to God about it. And listen, by no means that God say, I'm going to send you a perfect person. He sent me a grown man that got my back. You understand me? I got 4 kids. Now one of his kids, my kids ain't his. He got 2. When we met each other, it wasn't off no, oh, somebody hooked us up. We've been on Facebook dating. Like I said, because you don't know no good man because you was in a broken marriage. But sometimes you got to look in the mirror and take accountability for the things that was broken in your marriage to try to figure out, wait a minute, hold on. It wasn't just him. What did I do? What did I say? What did I lack? Now, come on now. Now, see, you don't took me to the other side. Now, that ain't what the lie was about. Now, don't get on here talking about, oh, ain't no good men. That's my opinion. No, baby, I'm stating facts. And I'm standing with my chest. There are some good men in this world. And there are some good women in this world. But when you've been broken, when you've been broken, when you've been lied to, you've been mistreated, you've been fumbled, when you ain't never had no grown man that gonna have your back, you always had a man that gonna lie to you. You always had a man that take from you. You ain't never had a man that help build you up. You ain't never had a man that stand 10 toes down and stand on what he said. If you ain't never had a man like that, how do you know what a good man look like? Hello. Before I met him, my first kid's daddy, yeah, he was a good man, but we was high school sweethearts. I don't got my daddy last name, and my daddy never showed me what a good man looked like. None of my uncles was no good. My daddy wasn't no good, baby. I can go down the list, and I done been through some hell and high water. So I would never say that ain't no good men. That part. It's some good men out here. They not perfect, they make mistakes. But it's too many women with that mentality and assume. You understand? Assume that, oh, it ain't no men like that. Who? My husband opened car doors and all. When he met me, he wasn't going to church, but now he go to church. He may not go every Sunday, but he's trying. I didn't say he was perfect. I said he a good man. And he a good black man. And I said what I said. Now see what I'm saying? This version of me. Come on now. Don't do that. This got to be your first time on my live, because we don't do that over here. Listen, don't do that. Don't do that, because baby, I'm going to say it with my chest every time when it comes to them. Because we walk around here, too many women walk around here, ain't never even smelt a grown man. Ain't never even came across a grown man. Ain't never even dealt with now. And they'll assume there ain't no grown men because of the garbage they don't dealt with. I've dealt with garbage. That's why I wrote a book. I stayed in a broken situation for 3 years too long. I loved it, a man that ain't never loved me, didn't respect me. That's why I can speak, and I'm speaking off experience. See, this is what I be talking about. Can't nobody with no degree really tell you. Don't get it twisted, because I have degrees. I have a whole master's degree. I am degree up, but I don't lead with my degrees. Baby, life is the biggest teacher of them all. I don't care where you work at, where you live, what kind of house you live in, what kind of car you drive, what kind of title you have on the job. Life will teach you some things. And all I'll be trying to do is speak to the women to let them know, listen, you got to heal way before somebody can even love you correctly. If you don't love you correctly, ain't nobody gonna love you correctly. And these men only do what we allow them to do, and a woman only do what a man allowed them to do. But don't nobody want to take accountability. Everybody want to throw the blame and say, "Oh, he did that, she did." No, look in the mirror and ask yourself, what did I allow? Because the man I wrote about in 3 years too long, I allowed him to mistreat me. I did. I took accountability. Don't get it twisted. I ain't saying everything, but a lot of things that he did, I should have knew better, because I was raised better than that. And even though I was raised in a single parent household, I should have knew better, but I allowed him to mistreat me. But people don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to take accountability because it's everybody else's fault. But listen. Now y'all don't make me show out for Facebook today. Now Facebook, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got Facebook on here, and Facebook ain't never seen me act like that. But I had to, I had to come on, y'all. Let's not do that. Y'all support your lives. Listen, I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all know when I get passionate about something. When I thank you. Like, listen, y'all know when I get passionate about something, and I ain't taking it back. I ain't taking it back, y'all. I'm not. I'm not taking it back. And it ain't no hard feelings. I hope you still on here, but I'm not taking it back. I said what I said. I said what I said. Listen, if you listen, see, this is why I love y'all. This is why I love y'all. Y'all gonna support y'all girl no matter what. No matter what. My people say, Baby, YouTube say, Auntie, talk that talk. Because I'm serious. Don't not sit around here and be bitter and be mad. That part. Don't be bitter and mad. Listen, nobody's perfect. And we as women, we do things too. And sometimes we don't want to take a responsibility or accountability. It's everybody else's fault. No, baby. You allow him. You allowed him to mistreat you. I allowed a man to mistreat me. And I don't listen, I'm gonna say this. I don't care what I allowed back in the days. I don't care what I allowed when I wrote that book. That don't mean I allow it right now. That don't mean that I will allow it right now. Do you understand? It don't matter what you allowed in the past. But when you know better and you do better, you tell yourself, baby, listen, I don't care what I tolerated then. That don't mean I'm gonna tolerate it right now. And then that kind of stuff make you strong, make you wiser, make you look at things a little different. You look at yourself a little different. You be saying, listen, you ever dealt with a man and after you through with him, I'm talking about you over him, and you look back and you be saying, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Why was I crying in the shower, slopping on the floor, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep at night? You know what I'm saying? Y'all ladies understand me? You ever just say to yourself, what was I thinking? Why was I acting like that by him? Like, why? Y'all gotta get in this kitchen and cook these french fries, y'all. Hold on, I gotta bring all my gadgets to the kitchen, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get in this kitchen and cook. Hold on, y'all. I got to bring my kitchen. I got to peel these potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever just tell yourself, "Oh, I love him," and you go through that, but then you mess around and heal. You mess around and grow up. You mess around and see some things different. You mess around and tell yourself, "Wait a minute, hold on. Why was I acting like that? Why was I on the whole phone with my home girl talking about I can't live without him? I can't sleep without him? Why was I acting like that? He wasn't even on my level. I ain't even had no business acting like that. But at the time in your life, a season in your life when you going through it, you can't see it. But baby, you see it now. When you know better, you do better. Do you understand me? When you know better, you do better. I'm here finna make some homemade french fries, but I gotta peel them first. That's why I told you I gotta come in this kitchen. Y'all, let me wash my hands. Hold on, y'all. Let me wash my hands, y'all. Oh, let me wash my hands. I gotta peel these potatoes, y'all. I gotta peel these potatoes. I'm just saying. But that's what I'm talking about. You got to know a man that got respect for you and a man that don't. That was my lie. And then somebody came out of left field. One thing I know, and two things for sure. A hit dog gonna holler. I must be stepping on some toes. I must be hurt some feelings. I must be saying something that, shook it up. I said something right because, baby, oh no. What? No, we not doing that. I must be saying something, Christoph. I must be saying something that, baby. Hold on, y'all. Let me find my pillow. Hold on, y'all. What is my? I must be saying something that was the truth. Cause you come out of left field talking about what my hold on, y'all. I gotta find my what is my oh there you go, y'all. I gotta find my pillow, y'all. I gotta peel these potatoes, y'all. I'm finna make some homemade fries. I got the hamburgers already done cooked. I'm finna peel these potatoes, homemade french fries. I'm finna make some homemade french fries. Good. I'm glad I look funny. I'm glad I look funny. And thank you for being on my live because you're supporting it. I like when people get on here and try to be funny and say certain things they don't even know. They don't even know that they helping me because you watching me. I look funny while you watching me. Anyways, but listen, let me tell you something. That man don't respect you if he ain't showing you. Baby, listen. Before I got married, my pastor asked me, when I went to my pastor so that we could get marriage counseling, my pastor asked us why we want to get married. And love, hey, sexy T, and love could not be the reason. Love couldn't be the reason. Because it gonna be a time in your marriage, in your life, in your situation where you're gonna wake up and you're not gonna love that person. So why do you want to get married? So listen to me. Don't just let a man talk about how he love you. Make sure he's showing you that he love you. Do not allow men to be sitting around saying and not showing you action because action speak louder than words. Do not sit around a bunch of women, ladies. I'm telling you, get from around them women that had a broken heart. They had a broken heart and bitter and angry and want to give you some advice from a broken spot. Don't be taking no advice from nobody that ain't healed from what broke them. Because we don't all been through some things in life, but you don't want to be around here taking no advice from nobody that ain't healed. How she gonna tell you something and she mad, bitter, and angry? She trying to give you advice about something that she ain't even healed from. You don't want to be around nobody like that. You don't want to be around nobody that's stagnant. Do not. In the past, before I healed, I tried to give advice, but I learned, wait a minute, I can't be telling nobody that. I got to heal first. And that's what I did. Before I even got on here, trust me, I don't been through hell and high water, but I healed before I opened my mouth to try to tell somebody something. I can't tell you nothing if I ain't healed from what broke me. You don't been in a bad marriage. You want to talk about marriage. You want to bad about marriage. Oh no, marriage don't work. Don't get married. You don't want me to get married based off what you went through in your marriage. Oh, I don't sold another book, y'all. You don't want me to be in a relationship because of the bad relationships that you don't been in. You don't want me to say, you know what, I want to buy a house because you bought a house and you can afford to keep the house. You don't want me to move out of one area and move into another area because you've had a bad experience. Don't be trying to tell nobody something based off your feelings and your emotions. How about you say this right here? When I was in my marriage, this happened. When I was in a relationship, this happened. When I was dealing with my baby daddy, this happened. That don't mean that it's going to happen for you. Me or my husband don't want our parents' marriage. Me or my husband don't want what nobody else have. We're not on social media saying, I want to be like that couple. I don't hope nobody want to be like me, because we don't know what goes on the inside, because you're on the outside looking in. See, a lot of people want to run around here and assume that these celebrities, oh, this the perfect this the perfect they the perfect couple. Ain't nobody that perfect. Everybody go through spats, everybody disagree. And if you in a situation or in a relationship and you assume healthy relationships is you and your man cussing each other out, no. Healthy relationships, you and your man disagree. Y'all may walk away, but y'all come back and y'all talk about it. Y'all try to fix what y'all messed up. I seen an interview the other day with T.I. and Tiny, and they talked about they through all the hell and hot water that they've been through, they stayed. And even though it was hard at times, they still stayed. This generation right here, baby, it get rough. They jump ship, they traded in, they want a new version, they want a better version because they assume that's what's going on. Some of y'all watch y'all mama marriages. And I know this gonna step on some toes and hurt some feelings. Some of y'all watch y'all mama marriages and y'all be trying to say, oh, my mama was perfect. My grandma and granddaddy had a perfect relationship. No, your parents showed you what they wanted to show you. Your grandparents showed you what they want to show you. You don't know what happened behind them closed doors. You don't know what happened when you went to school or when you was not around. You don't know what happened. Sometimes you got to tell your parents need to tell you the truth. Quit sitting up here sugarcoating and act like, oh, being in a marriage, it don't change nothing if y'all ain't changed. When you get married to somebody and you the same and he the same, what y'all doing? Just two people ain't changed. You got to change you and he got to change. And then you got to get with somebody that want what you want. You got to deal with somebody that want to, you know what? It's time to grow up. And I don't want to be around no woman trying to tell me that her marriage is perfect. I don't want to be around no woman trying to give me no advice that ain't been through nothing and then you can't tell me nothing if you ain't been through nothing. You can't tell me nothing if you ain't. I like talking to the older women that's wise and that's going to tell me the truth. And the first thing every older woman that has ever given me advice, what she said about marriage, she said communication and keep people out your business. But the first thing she said, the way to make a marriage work is communication. That is how you make a marriage work. People think being married, the dress, the honeymoon, the doing whatever you want to do. No, in marriage, you got to communicate. That's the first thing the older women always tell me. Not, oh, it's perfect. Not get down with him when he want to. Communication. When you are in a communication, because you know what? You, one person, he, another person, y'all are two people trying to come together. But people don't want to do that. They want to sit and tell you, don't get married. Don't get married. Marriage is bad. Don't do this. No, baby, because your marriage was bad. No, baby, because your relationship was bad. No, baby, because you ain't never had a man that can show you. Not even your daddy was a real one. And I said what I said. Some of our daddies won by the quarter. If we base our situations off our dads, we'll be looking like, and then some people want to say, oh, my daddy was a perfect man. He was this and he was that. Okay. But I'm telling you about mine. He wasn't perfect, but he was still my daddy. And some people want to get mad when you tell the truth. And some of our parents will tell us the truth. Some of our parents tell us, I don't want you to be like us. I don't want you to be like me. I don't want you to date a man like me. I want you to do better than me. That's what a lot of our parents say. They don't walk around here, especially not mine. My mama don't walk around like everything perfect. My mama tell you the truth. And I'm going to say this. To be honest with you, God don't really want us married. God is the type of man, he's a selfish man. God wants us to himself. Let's be clear. Let me make that clear. But the Bible says it's better to marry. And then a lot of people want to get married because I want to be able to have a lot of sex. Girl, please. Boy, please. You live a busy life. You busy, he busy. All the sex that you think you're going to have, It ain't going down like that. I'm just telling you. No, I'm serious. That's what a lot of people want to do. That's the only way they want to get married. But marriage is work. Relationships is work. Not being married, not being bound to nobody with no paper, no ring, not changing no last name. It's work. Having a child is work. Anything that you have and worth having your own house is work. Having a nice luxurious car is work. But people don't want to put in the work. They want everything to come easy. They don't want to put in the extra work that it's going to take. Because sometimes you got to give and sometimes he got to give. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices. Sometimes he got to make sacrifices. But people don't want to do that. Not this generation because they want everything to come packaged like microwavable. They want it microwavable. You hear what I say? That's what this generation wants. They don't want to put in the work. And I said what I said. There are good men out there. There are good women out there. But some of y'all women ain't never saw one and came across now, one raised by now. You ain't never even smelt a good man. And you trying to put your mouth on talking about ain't no good man. Listen, don't say that. Because you ain't never met them. Don't say that. Because you ain't never came across them. Nobody on my TikTok, my YouTube can give me no stars. Come on Facebook. It's some people on there. Give me some stars. I got people watching me on Facebook, y'all, today. But they're not supporting my live because they just watching me. But listen, like I said, when a man respects you, when a man respects you, it shows. And let's not sit there. Girl, get out of my live. My sister talking. Listen, listen. I'm serious. When a man respects you, girl, when a man respects you, it shows. Let's not act like it ain't no good men. There are. I can use my sister. My sister has a dude that she used to deal with. Let me tell you what I mean when I say respect. Her husband, her kid's dad passed away. This man been in their life ever since. And when I tell you he's in their life, and it ain't they co-parent. When a man respects you and it ain't and he know you got kids, it ain't even just about you. It's about the kids. When a man respects you, he gonna love your kids regardless. Especially in a situation like that. But some of y'all don't ain't gonna never know nothing about that because y'all don't know what it's like to even come across a grown man. Because you always deal with simps or deal with childish, immature men. Y'all deal with the type of men ain't gonna have y'all back, can't show y'all nothing, but always want to take from y'all. And then you get mad when somebody be telling y'all there are good men in this world. When, like I said, he ain't got no respect for you if he turn his back on you when you the only daddy your child ever know. If he turn your back, he turn his back on the children, baby. He ain't got no respect for you. See, I'm telling y'all, we can spew facts all day. We can spew facts all day. And that's what I tell y'all. I'm never going to put my mouth on something that I don't know. I'm telling y'all facts. There are some good men in this world, but some of y'all ain't never came across now, so y'all assume there ain't no good men in the world. There are some good men, but when you ain't never, but first of all, before you even come across one, sometimes you got to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I attracting? What am I attracting? Why do I keep attracting the same type of man? Why? Why I keep attracting the type of man that look good on the outside but ain't got my back? Why I keep attracting a man that don't stand on his word? Why do I keep attracting this type of man? But you don't want to take accountability to that, but it's everybody else's fault. It's everybody else's fault. No, baby, look in the mirror and ask yourself why you got married, got divorced, and then started dating a man, and the man that you was dating was just like the man that you married. Ask yourself why you keep coming across the same type of man in different clothing. I had to ask myself that. That's why I wrote that book 3 years too long. I wrote that book, and when I started writing that book, listen, y'all, when I tell y'all I wrote that book with every piece of anger in me. When I was writing that book, tears was rolling down my eyes because I couldn't believe as a woman, the type of woman I am, I dealt with that. I dealt with that type of man. But when I started writing, I started realizing I allowed this man to do this to me. I allowed this man to lie to me. I allowed this man to mistreat me. I allowed it. But see, a lot of women can't stand 10 toes down and take accountability for the things that they allow. They want to blame everybody else. If you take accountability for the things that you've done or what you allow, I can guarantee you will start healing first of all. Because ain't no way I'm gonna be married to this man. Listen, and I'm saying this on live. I'm saying this on live. The man that I'm married to, if we was to separate, I couldn't date an ordinary man. He would have to be extraordinary. I'm serious. I couldn't date an ordinary man not after my husband. He would have to be extraordinary because from what my husband do, how he stand 10 toes down, baby, he would have to be extraordinary. I couldn't date an ordinary man. And see, some of y'all be dating them ordinary men that do the bare minimum. And then you're mad. That part. Then you mad when somebody tell you the truth. One thing about it and two things for sure, a hit dog gonna holler. You can't go back once you came across a grown man. I'm telling you, when you get the taste of a grown man, when you smell a grown baby, everything else that's not a grown man, it looks like what? It looks blurry to you. That part. That part. That part. Somebody this he says or she says, somebody says, good men are not what society consider attractive. That's where we need to be grown and use grown women. That. Hey, my people say I love you from Hawaii. Hey, listen, listen. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about grown men because they always want to assume that because the man they don't dealt with hurt them, so it can't be no grown men. No, it's some grown men. I'm talking about grown men that get up, go to work. I'm talking about grown men that open doors. I'm talking about grown men, baby, that gonna come in and make that ground that's like this. He gonna make that thing even. A grown man can know you a grown woman. He know you a grown woman and you don't need him. And he ain't gonna allow you to be that person. A grown man gonna come in that thing. You know how when you a single person doing everything on your own, that thing be heavy. And I tilt my head off because us women, we can stand 10 toes down by ourselves. We don't really need a man, but it's nice to have one. But a grown man gonna come in with that heavy load. He gonna take that heavy load off your shoulders and carry it because he's a grown man. Baby, it ain't nothing like dealing with a grown man. When you deal with a grown man, only my women that deal with grown men gonna know what I'm talking about. You understand me? North Carolina in the building. You understand me? A grown man, listen, it's some women be bragging, oh, I can cut my own grass, take myself on a trip, I can wash my own car, get my oil changed, fix this. You can do all that. So somebody, anybody, look in the Bible and tell me where the Lord say women be independent. Show me a scripture that says women be independent. It ain't now scripture in the Bible. Society has made us like that. And listen, for a long time I was told, but baby, I am in my soft girl era and I love it over here and I ain't going back. I was a single woman, single mother, raising my children all by myself, did it for years. And no, I don't need to be strong like some of y'all. Some of y'all facial expressions is strong. Some of y'all don't even know how to be soft. Poor choices, that. Some of y'all don't know how to be soft because all your life you don't been strong. And I know that feeling because I had to be strong. I had to be strong. Some women have to be so strong and that's all you know. And then you be saying, oh, I'm going to be strong because ain't no man. You ain't going to let your man hold it down. You ain't going to let your man lead. That's you. I'm going to let mine lead. Listen, it could be a fly on the wall. Babe, it's a whole fly in here. He be saying, you can't kill that. Sure can't. I've been by myself. That part. And you can't find no scripture in the Bible that says be independent. But you got so many women that lead with that. And when somebody try to tell them something, they think you wrong. No, baby, no shooks, nooks. Hold on, y'all. Because that is cooking. Hold on, y'all. Let me get me some gloves. I'm gonna cut these potatoes up. Minneapolis in the building. But listen to me. Today's topic, I'm from Florida, from the bottom of Florida. I'm in Florida. Listen, today's topic, because yesterday we talked about, thank you. Yesterday we talked about when a woman don't got no respect for a man. That's what we talked about yesterday, when a woman don't got no respect for a man. But today I got on here and talked about how that man don't got no respect for you, a woman. And some people want to get on here and want to go back and forth like, baby, we can't go toe to toe. You understand me? We can go toe to toe. People don't want to hear the truth. People want you to sugarcoat. Like I tell y'all, join my live at your own risk. Join my live and don't think you finna take over my live because this is my live. And I'm going to say what I want to say. It may not come across how you like it. I may step on toes. I might rub you the wrong way. And baby, that's fine. But I'm going to say what I say. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But baby, I ain't going to take nothing back. Not when I'm saying there's some grown men out there. When I'm saying that man ain't got no respect. And you can tell a man that got respect for you and a man that don't got respect for you. And then, like I said yesterday, it's sometimes when that woman don't got no respect for a man because you know why? You don't trust him to lead you. You don't believe nothing he say. You don't allow him to do anything. You question everything he do because you don't got no respect for him. You don't got respect for your man that you dealing with right now because of what the last man did. The last man hurt you. The last man lied to you. The last man didn't have your back. The last man did made promises that he couldn't keep because of what the last man did. You making this man pay for what the last man did because you ain't never healed and then you ain't never let him go. You let him still live in your heart because he lied to you. You got it in your mind that every man gonna lie. How do you know that man gonna lie to you? How you know that man gonna mistreat you? How do you know that when he never did it, but you just assume that he is because of what somebody else did? And it goes for men too. Some men have got broken down, lied to, mistreated, done got used, done got all that and above. And then when they do come across a grown woman, they don't even know how to handle her because all their life they don't dealt with women that don't want nothing, ain't bought nothing, ain't got nothing, want to use them for something. And then when they come across a grown woman that don't need them like that, because we ain't playing Build a Bear, that we ain't playing Build a Bear. Cause listen, like I say, my husband met me degreed up. When he came in my life, I was already degreed up. When he came in my life, I already knew what I wanted. He ain't have to come in here and show me nothing. Baby, we teamed up together. We tag teamed this thing and said, he want a house, I want a house, and we bought a house. It wasn't no situation where, oh, he got to build me up, baby. You have to come build me up because he met me degreed up. I'm just saying. But he's still the head of this house. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, some of y'all be with the man that y'all need versus the man that y'all want. Because if you get the man that you need, it's going to be a problem. But baby, you must want to get the man that you want, it's going to show. It's going to show. And the man that respect you, he knows that you don't need him. Listen, when a man respect you, he know, man, she don't need me for nothing. Let's be honest. Because I know some women, baby, that's submissive. I know some women that's going to get up and make it happen. I know some women going to pay them bills. They're going to put some food on it. We going to hold it down, grown women. And these men, and when he respect you, he knows that. So he ain't coming because, oh, you need me to help you. Baby, listen, I'm married. I'm going to say that. But I'm going to say this. Some of y'all... Some of y'all be around here talking about y'all like y'all some YNs. Y'all want a YN. Listen, y'all, like I said, I'm married. Now, before I was married, if y'all see fire break out of here, call 911 because that clock back there doing some things. Before I was married, if I was to ever deal with a young man, a YN, listen, y'all be dealing with a YN. Y'all be on the phone with y'all homegirl talking about, girl, that YN turned me every which way but loose. He flipped me up. Girl, he got me not want to go to work. Me? Dealing with a YN, girl, baby, I had him calling his grandma. I had him texting his mama. Mom, I'm gonna need some money cash out to me. Mom, grandma, I'm gonna need you to break that bank account open because I'm gonna need a few dollars. Baby, I had him calling his auntie about me. Do you understand me? Flip me up, turn me round every which way but loose. Uh-uh. I ain't dealing with no young man. I ain't dealing with nobody that I got to be up worrying by. I ain't finna sit in no garage with nobody. When I come from work, I want to cook and get in my bed and put it on Golden Girls. I ain't finna be worried if you coming home. I ain't finna be worried about if you staying out all night. I don't want no house full of boys in here playing no video games. I ain't finna be around here trying to figure out if he got Jordans on and my kids can't get no Jordan. I don't want nobody that I got to be worrying about if he what he doing. Listen, y'all be around here bragging about the wrong thing. Y'all better get y'all a grown man with some work boots by the door. Y'all better get y'all them. I'm talking about the work boots that lean and rock. I'm talking about the work boots that got a little dirt on them, a little paint on them, little water spots. I'm talking about the kind that lean a little bit, but he get up and work in them. I ain't talking. Y'all be wanting y'all a man with them J's on and Balenciagos. Y'all want him to look good, but ain't got no work ethic. Y'all want a man that look like something. You better get somebody that got a work ethic that's going to make it happen if things go left. Broke in, baby, broke in. The work boots that, see, y'all don't, some of y'all don't know nothing about that because y'all too busy right here talking about y'all want a why in. You want to, and then, listen. Some of y'all be hollering about y'all want a why in because y'all talking about the grown men can't put down. I'm saved and I'm married and I'm grown. Listen, I know some grown men that got some head so far. That thing make you want to cut their head off and put it in your bag and carry it around all day. Y'all talking about why is no baby. I'm talking about them grown men. I'm talking about head so far that make you want to cut that thing off and put it in your bag. Do you understand me? Y'all understand what I'm talking about? That man, I'm talking about them grown men that you ain't gotta tell how to touch you, how to rub you, not one head so far. You understand me? That you want to cut that thing off and put it in your bag and take it to work with you because you wish somebody would. But y'all be one of them little boys. Y'all be one of them young men. I ain't knocking no young men, but I'm just saying over here, I need a grown man. Do you understand me? A grown man. Okay. But see, they don't want to talk about that. They love to holler about one thing, but baby, we grown over here. And my grown women understand what I'm saying. And y'all, we don't got over 100,000 tails. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know them type of men I'm talking about. Y'all holler about, oh, the grown men, you ain't gonna find no grown men can do. No, you don't know no grown man that can do that. You don't know no grown man that can do that. There's some grown men out here in this world, baby. Everything about him screams grown man. All the way to the bedroom. Hey, look, all the way to the bedroom. Paying bills and everything. And it don't mean if he don't pay 100% of the bills, he ain't a grown man. When a man respects you, he can't pay all the bills, but he gonna make sure them bills are paid. Let's not act like the internet is undefeated when they say, oh, if he don't pay 100% of the bills, he ain't no grown man. That don't qualify him to be a grown man. Because I know some men that do pay 100% of the bill, knocking heads between the washer and the dryer. I know some men that do pay 100% of the bills that don't come home at night. We ain't gonna do that. No, we ain't gonna do that right now. We not gonna do that right there. You understand me? So it don't mean that he a grown man because he pay 100% of the bills. And I know it's some women, I want a man that pay all the bills. Get you a man that pay all the bills. Get you a man that pay all the bills. But baby, I'm just saying, don't knock the men that can't pay all the bills because I'm gonna tell you something. In some situations, if there are some women that got more degrees than a man, that make way more money than a man, but that don't mean that he's less than a man because he's still the man. You understand me? Okay. We got to talk right. We got to talk some grown up talk. This ain't no little girl talk. This grown up talk. Yeah, sometimes you got to explain that to them in the back that be sitting back. Oh, I want a man that pay all the bills. Baby, get you a man that pay all the bills. But don't try to knock the man that don't pay all the bills because sometimes a man that don't pay all the bills come home at night, hold you at night, touch you right, cook for you, open car doors, buy flowers. I'm talking about do all those things. And he may not can pay 100% of the bills. That don't mean that he less than a man. Okay. Because some of y'all get it twisted when it comes to talk about a grown man. But listen, if you are not following me please make sure you are following me. If you like how I get down on my platforms, make sure you are following me all the way across all platforms. Right now, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook. Listen, and when I get enough followers on Instagram, I'm gonna be on Instagram. How I'm gonna do that, I don't know, but baby, we gonna make it happen. But if you are not following me on all platforms, understand my name is Charnetta Pray Hunter on all platforms except YouTube. If you are on my YouTube and you have not subscribed to your girl, please subscribe to your girls at Pretty Brown 43. That is my YouTube name, at Pretty Brown 43. I'm on all platforms. Do y'all understand me? I may have rubbed some people the wrong way. I hope that we was all adults and we put on our big boy drawers and we put on our big girl panties and understand it's out of love, because I do want to see you prosper. I want you to heal. I want you to do better, and I want you to change your mindset. Quit walking around here angry and bitter and thinking that every man is out to get you. No, baby, but it takes a time to get there. And if you want to need a one-on-one, baby, we can talk one-on-one if you want to, because sometimes certain situations are different. I am a certified life coach. And like I said, I wrote a book. The title of my book is called 3 Years Too Long. The link is in my bio. It's a digital copy. Once you purchase it, it automatically is sent to your email. The book is there if anybody want to purchase it. I hope that you like how I got down. Thank you to everybody that tapped the screen, that shared it out, that commented. Listen, I'm gonna get Facebook on board. I'm gonna need y'all to send me some stars over here on Facebook. Come on now, y'all. Gotta get Facebook on board. YouTube and TikTok, y'all do y'all thing, but sometimes on Facebook, they ain't getting the concept of support. But it's cool. But listen, thank you for everybody that tapped the screen, that shared it out, that commented, that shared it, that showed up. You didn't have to. You enjoyed what I'm saying. You agreed, you disagreed, but you didn't get mad. You stayed on here. Listen, sometimes you got to get uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. And some of the things I was talking about, it may have made you uncomfortable. Some people got mad. You understand me? You inbox me. When you want to do a one-on-one, you inbox me. When you inbox me, we can set up something. And listen, the one-on-ones ain't free. If you interested, get in the inbox me, give me your email, let me know that you want a one-on-one, and we can set something up. Yes, we can set something up. Oh, she said she don't had a car accident listening to me. Oh my goodness, are you okay? Oh, I know I was talking good then. My girl said, girl, I don't have a car accident listening to you. Lord, keep a Jesus. Protect the Lord. I hope you are okay. Oh my, I'm sorry. You should have told the police, listen, this is why I ran into them. Oh my. Y'all, this lady don't had an accident trying to listen to me and drive. Oh my. But listen, ooh, Lord, be with your children, Jesus. But listen, oh, she ran. Oh my goodness. She probably needed to be listening to me. Let's get ready to. Oh, Lord. Now that right there let me know I did my job today. You hear me? Are you okay? Head on. You got to be okay. You got back on TikTok. You got to be okay. She said we had an accident. I got right back on. I wasn't gonna stop listening. Girl, good. Okay, she said she good, y'all. Oh my goodness. But y'all, let's get ready to pray. Let's get ready to pray. Repent of all my sins. Lord Jesus, I come to you humble. Thank you in advance for choosing me to be the person you chose to speak to your people. Lord, I plead the blood of Jesus over the airways, over my home, over my husband, over my son. I cancel any following spirits, any monitoring spirits, any jumping spirits, anything not sent by you. Lord, close the mouths of the enemy, close the ears of the prince of the air. Throw your weight around. Lord, open every door that needs to be open and close every door that needs to be closed. Lord, if anybody is sick on my life, I'm asking that you heal them from the inside out, because you said by your stripes we are healed. Lord, if anybody is weak on my life, Lord, I'm asking you to pull them close and whisper in their ear and let them know when we are weak, you are strong. Lord, do what only you can do. Lord, protect their goings and their comings as they lead this live. Lord, do not allow this word to return unto you void. Let this message reach the people that it needs to reach. And Lord, I know it reached people that it should have reached, because baby, it was some unhappy people, Lord. And Lord, if I hurt anybody, Lord, forgive me, because that was not my purpose, Lord. But don't let this message fall on deaf ears, Lord, until we as my people meet again. Lord, I'm not wondering what you're going to do. I'm thanking you in advance of what you're about to do. In Jesus' name, amen. Listen, if I said something and I hurt your feelings and the shoe fit, wear it. You understand me? If I hurt your feelings and the shoe fit, wear it. Hey, Augustina. Hey. But listen, until the next time, I want you to know that I love you. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. That part. Let the weak say they're strong. Listen, I enjoy everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until tomorrow, be easy. Ugh. Girl, I had to get